Warning: the opinions expressed in the following program are that of the host and or guest. They do not necessarily reflect the opinions of Complex Networks, Yahoo Sports, its affiliates, or any employee thereof. This show may contain adult humor and profanity and may not be suitable for general audiences. Now that we got all that corporate bullshit out the way, let's start the show.
So we're about to compete for a Super Bowl. So imagine my shock when Belichick's ancient ass throws me a 33rd birthday party.
This is great. I remember my 33rd birthday. This is the best party since Live Aid. Am I right, guys?
Hey man, Belichick was tripping. They ain't even had no good snacks. You know I don't mess with that gluten. Shit.
So here's how you're gonna get back in the game.
Man, that shit was whack. But at least we was about to get litty for Coach McVay.
Okay, fellas, time for some Super Bowl shots. Come on, Tom. Here you go. Tom, take the shot. Here you go, Sue. Coach Bell. All right. Hey, Todd, pass that down to CJ. To the real MVPs.
Me and Coach McVay tight. I mean, tight, man.
The party did get a little bit weird when Bill kept trying to take a peek at my playbook.
Hey, drunk?
Pretty faded, Coach Bill.
Good. Hey, man. Give me a tip on what you're gonna do in the big game, huh?
Just a tip, huh?
Just a tip?
I don't usually do this, but I'll...
It's okay. It's really
I'll
easy.
give you...
Let it out. Let it out. Oh, God. Okay. All right.
But I have to admit, that lame party made a hell of a comeback when that surprise singer showed up.
Sean, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't go big on your present. Bring out the entertainment.
Coach McVay, it's your fucking birthday.
What happened to Huey Lewis in the news?
So I booked Drake. In the end, I had to save Bill's stupid party and his ass once again.
We are coming to you live from balmy Atlanta, home of Super Bowl 53, or the annual Tom Brady Bowl, as we like to call it. I sound like Brent Musburger. You're looking live. Those were some real bowl diggers down there in Atlanta. Bravo should definitely sign those guys up. Welcome, everybody, to Mostly Football here at the Super Bowl. We're here on Radio Row, Super Bowl champ, right in the middle of all the action. Martellus Bennett. It's like a homecoming coming home for the Super Bowl with you, dude. It's like parting the seas and everyone just kissing the Super Bowl ring. It's quite the entrance.
It's not kissing the Super Bowl rings. It's just that everyone fucks with me. I've been in Hollywood for so long that I forgot about all my people over here. You know what I'm saying? Once you get to Hollywood, you start tasting the fruits in Hollywood, you forget about where you came from. And this is just reminding me of where I came from and where I started this journey to, sitting right here in front of you guys. And as someone a motherfucking baller.
And someone who came from Hollywood who's also on this journey is Comedy Central star James Davis, who is slumming it with us here on Mostly Football, dude. Appreciate it.
I mean, this is pretty much my community service, you know. I just want to help out the youth and just give you guys a platform to show off your talents.
Well, I know you're a diehard Rams fan.
Oh,
so
yeah.
You had to scrounge up the money, save up. You had to come to Super Bowl.
I had to be here.
You had to be here.
I've been on the ship the entire ride.
Yes.
And we've been praying and manifesting and just putting positive thoughts out, and we're here. We did it, Rams Nation.
I, too, am a diehard Rams fan. I am Ben Lyons, and I've been suffering for 3 long, hard years to finally get to this moment, and glad to share it with you, James.
Oh, yeah, we here.
Yeah, we're really excited. All right. So, fellas, what do you think? Marty, what kind of Super Bowl memories does it bring back, though, when you come here and you think back to the one you did win a few years ago?
Well, it's different because I came here twice, or multiple times, but now I don't come as a player, and as playing in it, I come back as a fan. So it reminds me of when my brother won his Super Bowl, because both of us won Super Bowls.
Bennett Brothers.
Bennett Brothers coming to you live for
Championship
Super Bowl
family
Nation. Could you imagine those dinner parties, sitting out with two Super Bowl champions who have Super Bowl blood? Like, how do your siblings...
Super Bowl bushwhackers
Yeah, how does
is what it is.
siblings feel when we pass the peas and we have the rings on?
I don't know. You're asking me about how it is to be you.
I know, right? I'm just trying to give you a chance to live in my shoes and what it really feels like to be successful in life.
I'd imagine every night's like Christmas.
It really is like Christmas, and every day is like my birthday.
James, what does your first day at the Super Bowl feel like, James?
Honestly, this is crazy. It's like Coachella for football fans. A lot of muscular people in suits. I've seen some real hairlines of some commentators where I was like, I wonder what their hair looks like in real life. And now I know. Thank goodness for cameras. But yeah, and there's some baddies out here that I've been staring at too.
Oh,
yes. I have not been partaking in the staring of baddies at all.
I know nothing of what you speak of. Hi, Mariah. All right, everyone knows what's on the line Sunday. Brady and Belichick, they're making their annual pilgrimage to the Super Bowl. TB12 and his cheekbones, they're going for number 6. Yeah, that's right, 6 Super Bowl wins, which is insane. While the young upstart Rams with Jared Goff, Aaron Donald, and their mastermind head coach Sean McVay are looking to win their first and steal all the headlines. So in terms of just the game itself, Marty, as a football fan, what are you looking forward to?
I'm not looking forward to seeing any of the players, right? What I'm really looking for is to see the strategic approaches from both sides of the ball, from both coaches. How are they going to plan to, attack each other? What's their game plans like? What he has in mind? They're going to show some looks they haven't seen. They get a lot of chances. They get 2 weeks to game plan each other. So there's 2 things that can happen. You could either think of too much and too many ideas, or they're going to stick to the script and just do what they do.
But you've been in Super Bowl weeks with Bill Belichick. Does he throw a whole bunch of new shit at you guys, or you just kind of do what you do?
Well, now, so like with the Patriots, you'll get a new playbook Sunday morning of the game. What? Hey, we're not going to do all that. We're going to go to this guy. That's why you have to be really smart to play with them, because that night before they see other things like, oh, this shit's not going to work, right? They work into the last moment. Then they'll do an install in the morning. They'll be the plays we run it today.
Wow.
They'll throw plays out like, oh, we're not running that. But
that sounds like too much work for James.
I'm already stressed out.
Yeah, James is like, oh, too much for me. I'm out, coach. But, the Rams, let's switch sides here. The Rams have been on a wave like the entire year.
Yes.
And as a diehard Rams fan,
as
someone who lives and breathes all things blue and gold, like walk us through this season and what it means, you think, for LA as an LA native to be at the Super Bowl.
Well, we all know my journey started in Oakland, but then that quickly just crumbled with John Gruden and his moves. And I just moved on. That was the word I was trying to say, but it wasn't coming. And I've been all in on the journey. It's been Super Bowl talk ever since the contract negotiations with Aaron Donald. So this is what we wanted. I feel like the whole LA loyalty to the Rams is on the line. We bought into them this season. We showed up on Monday, last minute, and watched them beat Kansas City. We don't do that. We don't support like that. We're all in. They better not let us down, or you'll be the Clippers of the NFL.
I know that you didn't watch the game because they didn't play Kansas City and get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they didn't play. So yes, they did. Back in the regular season.
I thought you were talking about
when the rest of us fans
games
actually watched the game.
Oh,
you pay attention in the playoffs. You're off making cartoons.
That was the Super Bowl we wanted to see.
Exactly. Well, this is the Super Bowl, so naturally it's our most stacked, mostly football show to date. Von Miller, he's going to stop by. So are wide receivers Amari Cooper and Jarvis Landry. Speaking of the Browns, Baker Mayfield even makes an appearance on the show, and not just one of our crew dressed up as Baker Mayfield. We're on the road, so James took in one of the big local tourist attractions.
I got my per diem, it's all in ones, and I'm about to make it rain. Who would you rather give a dance to? Bill Belichick or Sean McVay?
Belichick like to cheat, so we're gonna go with the Rams because he ain't gonna cheat me out my goddamn funds.
Well played, well played.
Wow, that's a tough day at the office, man.
The hardest day on this show ever for me. I mean, it took a lot of hard work and dedication. I want to thank the crew and the staff because we put in a lot of long hours.
All right, you're not winning a Marty Award, so let's cut you off here. Play the music. All right, we start with the future of the GOAT. Let's get to it. Marty, you know Tom Brady well. He's a friend of yours. You guys hang out in the off season. You're always over at their house, hanging out with the family. Last week you said you could see him retiring if he won. TB12 though says there's 0 chance he retires after the Super Bowl. So do you think the results of the game will impact his decision?
I have no idea. I don't know what it's like to be in a rich white man's mind, to think like he thinks. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know why we're so interested in his future. We should be interested in our own future. You know what I'm saying? I just know when I made a decision to retire, it wasn't a football decision. It was a life decision. So I don't think it's going to come down to whether he can play or wants to play. I think it's about what he wants in life and where he's going to get the most out of it.
I don't know, man. I think the results do like play into it. I don't see Tom Brady, if he can still play, walking off the field should the Rams win on Sunday and being like, you know what, I've got nothing left, I'm done. I think if they lose, he'll come back.
It's going to be a whole power shift in the whole league. But you know what? Whatever.
If Brady loses Sunday, he's 5-4 in Super Bowls. So James, is he more like LeBron, you know, who's had a losing record in the finals, or is he more like Jordan, who's obviously 6-0?
Nah, he's like Jordan. I mean, or he's closer to Jordan than LeBron just because, well, Jordan never lost in the finals, but I just feel like LeBron has lost so much in the finals that Brady hasn't lost that many Super Bowls. So I have to put him closer to Jordan.
Now, I don't think you can even make the comparison in this because it's basketball and football. And football is a lot harder because those guys get 7 shots to win. Right, we get 1. Each game to get to the game is a championship. Imagine if the basketball tournament was a sudden death. You lose, you out. To do that and consistently and make it to the championship where you only have to be bad for one night and you don't make it to another Super Bowl in a row is much harder. Basketball, you can have a bad night and still win that playoff series.
Yeah, and it's like nobody like holds Magic Johnson's finals losses against him. No one's like, yo, dude, you were 5-4 in the finals. You're not a winner. Like Tom Brady goes 5-4. Like he's still fucking Tom Brady. True. Like he's still awesome. So it's not that the dude needs any extra motivation, but he might have just gotten some from Rams cornerback Nickel Roby-Coleman. Yeah. Nickel Roby-Coleman, that's him. He's backpedaling his mouth like he backpedals on the field after saying age is catching up with TB12. Marty, will the 41-year-old Brady take this as bulletin board material? Is that how he gets motivated, or does he not really give 2 shits about this?
Well, to be honest with you, I don't think rich white men need bulletin board material.
He's always looking for motivation. He's always being like, yo, no one said we could do anything. And we're like, oh, actually, everyone said.
Well, I think that once you have a certain level of success, you have to continue to find a way to put that fire under yourself. Because everyone can tell you how great you are. You don't want to know how great you are. You want to know how bad I am, right? Because I've been great for so long. Oh, you still think I can't do this? So that becomes a motivation when at first it's always to prove that you're great. Once you prove that you're great, you don't have to prove that anymore. We know Tom Brady is one of the greatest of all time. So how does he get motivated to continue to be great? And he has to find those things. Oh, yeah, you said what?
Nickel Roby-Coleman said what?
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Like, Nickel Roby-Coleman, I'm going to kill you.
He probably got Google search saved. Negative comments on Tom Brady. Oh, shit. Who's this guy? Oh, yeah, he's in the bottom of the roster right there. He said this. Hey, print this out really big and put it on my windshield window, or the windshield window of my car, and I want to see it every single morning.
All right, time will tell about the Rams defense, but Gronk's going to be on lockdown at home after thieves broke into his place during last year's Super Bowl and relieved him of a Rolex, some rare coins. I love that Gronk is collecting rare coins.
The ones from the infomercials?
Some firearms. I don't like that he's collecting those. Gronk upped his security this year. Apparently last year, Gronk's roommates forgot to set the alarm. Now, Marty, I asked the question, why does Gronk have roommates?
Well, I once crashed at Gronk's house on I crashed at Gronk's house on several occasions when I first got to Boston. I have a place to live, and I was driving back from Boston. I get tired, and I'm like, bro, he's just like, just stay on my couch. He has 2 houses. He has 2 houses.
Right, one's just like the chill house, and one's like the party house?
So, yeah, like when you say he has roommates, his roommates are in the other house.
You guys play Scrabble? Like, what are you guys doing?
Well, we watch, I think we watched 3 Ninjas or Race to Rich Mountain, something like that. Yeah.
The original or the one with Dwayne Johnson?
The one with Dwayne Johnson.
Okay. You should go back and watch the original.
Yeah.
All right, back to Roby-Coleman and the blown call against the Saints.
What?
New Orleans fans won't let the controversy die after word leaked that 4 of the refs calling the NFC Championship game 2 weeks ago actually live in Southern California, because living in Southern California, as the 3 of us can attest, is fucking awesome. So the conspiracy theorists started screaming. Marty, is there any truth to this? Do you think it's because the refs are from SoCal they missed the call?
I don't know. People have done worse for less.
No.
Deep shit.
No, it's not. It's not true. As much as we're excited about the Rams, nobody is so excited about the Rams that they took a part-time job as a ref and did that whole journey just to come to this moment to help them get to the Super Bowl. No one in Southern California is that dedicated to the Rams, who just got here.
Yeah,
well, they just got here.
Well, I will tell you this is equivalent to the J.R. Smith moment, right? Because the moment where J.R. Smith did the rebound and he ran out of there, that did not lose the game. They went to overtime.
Right. So makes a free throw. Yep, different story.
Different story. They went overtime. They so frustrated they lost by that one call.
Lost the game. Yeah.
Yes. Right. So the referee makes that call. They don't score, but they still have a chance. Drew Brees ended up throwing an interception. That's how they lost the game. You know what I'm saying? So were you not able to overcome that bad call and continue to get the job done?
It shows you how much those fans are hurting when they're starting to look up where refs are from and being like, he's from Riverside.
Oh, we already know that. When referees come in, I know what their regular jobs are. I know what their calls are like, where they're from. We call each other by name. I'm like, hey, Tim.
Really?
Wait, you do
like
ref research?
You have to know, because I got to know where I can get away with and where I can't get away. If it's going to be guys that it's like being a boxer. If you know this ref's going to let you fight, you know, he doesn't call too many below the belts or whatever it is, that's how I look at it.
You'd be like, really, ref, you going to call me for offsides and you got a side chick in Minnesota?
Yeah, I mean, if I knew that would be great. Yeah.
All season long, our EGOT-winning reporter, Marty's best friend, Dessie, has been trying to land the big interview, trying so hard, and it kind of just keeps coming up short. But surely he's going to find someone down here in Atlanta, Super Bowl week.
What's up, MFers? This is best friend Dessie coming to you live from ATL, where all the players dwell. We're here at Super Bowl 53 on Radio Row, and you know I had to hit y'all with those exclusive interviews, so let's go make magic happen. We're about to get Deshaun Watson, my son's favorite player. Man, Deshaun don't even want to come on the show. He tripping. We have Melvin Gordon of the Los Angeles Chargers, and he's coming over right now.
What's up, my baby?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Cool, man.
Thank you so much for being here with me. So, Melvin, been wanting to ask you, been thinking about this a long time. What's your favorite color?
Well, my favorite color is red.
Told him it was red. This is Dessie Brown for Mostly Football. Back to you.
You did it.
Yeah. Go best friend. Go best friend. Go best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend.
I thought Melvin Gordon's favorite color was blue.
Right. That is a breaking development.
Did y'all know that Melvin Gordon is a really good artist? He loves Dragon Ball anime? No, because Dessie gives one chance to let us discover something about this man, and the only thing he can come up with is, what's your favorite color?
This ain't no first date.
Oh, man. Good stuff, Dessie.
You actually said on first date?
First it was Jerry Rice. Now Antonio Brown's looking to a different Hall of Famer for career advice. This is a good one, guys. T.O. says he's been mentoring Antonio Brown, who wants the hell out of Pittsburgh. Once upon a time, Owens famously wore out his welcome in Pennsylvania City, of course, Philadelphia, before landing a new deal with the Cowboys. Marty, why is T.O. the right mentor for AB?
T.O. is an absolutely great mentor. When I played with the Cowboys as a teammate, he was one of the few guys that really helped me grow as a player and coached me up and helped me in all these different situations. And he's better because he's been loved and he's been hated. He's been through so many different things that he could come to Antonio with so many different perspectives, where a guy like Jerry may have been loved their entire career, so he moves differently, right? He's not as free because they have to keep up that stigma or whatever it is, that idea of him. But T.O. is a great mentor. He's a great dude. He's been through a lot. And I want to learn from people who have failed a lot, not from people who have succeeded their entire life.
The T.O. Hall of Famer, obviously, got a bad rap, but never really did anything off the field that was so egregious. But what do you think of AB seeking out advice from T.O.?
I mean, it's tricky because maybe there are other mentors out there, but I've met T.O. He's a good dude, very, very talented. But there was a place in his career where he was talented enough to still play football, and they didn't allow him to play football. And I don't know if I want those lessons to transfer to AB.
Here's the question. Do you want lessons for someone that's in a jail or someone that's in a penthouse?
Probably the penthouse.
Penthouse, yeah.
The dude in jail is going to have more life advice to give you so that you don't end up where he is.
James, you and I go hang out in the penthouse. Marty, you go hang out in
in jail, you will discover how not to get there. They're going to tell you, change your life, young man. Don't do this, do that way. Penthouse is going to be like,
It's like if Louis C.K. was to give me advice.
He's not funny.
He's very talented, and he's
talented but not funny,
and very successful. And a lot of people have called him funny, but at the same time, he has a very dark side as well.
Also
it's like
kind of a pervert.
So it's like a 50-50. It's like
kind of a.
I would have to be very. You know what? just like me, I think AB has to be very selective with his listening.
So if you want to learn how to write R&B songs, you saying you're not talking to R. Kelly?
I'll be very selective. Songwriting,
I see that hamster wheel turning in his head. I can see it right here.
I wouldn't go to R. Kelly's house. I wouldn't go to his house for the lesson.
For a writing session?
No,
You ever do? Well, you know how he probably can't write anyway because he can't read. So you good.
And that's okay.
ABC, meantime, nearly went down in an exhibition. Both Juju Smith-Schuster and Keenan Allen, who I scored on in a celebrity basketball game once, suffered minor injuries at the Pro Bowl, the worst all-star game in all of sports. Injuries are a part of football, no doubt. We hear that, we get that. But Marty, the time the NFL comes to terms with that, nobody gives a shit about the Pro Bowl, players included.
I love the Pro Bowl right now because it's like everything you want to do as a player. You want to go, if you play defense, you want to go on offense. It's just like the players' day on a Friday practice at the end of the season, and everyone gets to do a little bit of everything, and that's fun. But to watch the game of football is not like a game.
Getting hurt, though, in the rain.
Well, football, you won't get, anytime you step on the field, getting hurt is part of the job. You're going to get hurt. Everyone out there playing was already hurt.
Yeah, but even the mascot got hurt at the Pro Bowl. It was probably the worst injury of them all. I mean, Jets safety Jamal Adams blindsided Pat Patriot because he heard fans booing the mascot and thought it'd be kind of funny, like how Robin Lopez does in the NBA. Well, no joke. Pat saw a medic on site. We hear he's day-to-day. Status uncertain about if he'll show up for the Super Bowl, so we'll see.
He hit him with the hit stick.
But how about Pat just staying in character? Or was he not in character? Maybe he was really hurt. He didn't take off. I would take off the hat. I was like, shit.
He's a mask. Yeah, under there, his eyes all rolled in the back of his head.
I did not sign up for this. This is not my art.
Well, maybe Belichick will slide into McVay's DMs and tell him about all the mascot crime, because apparently Bill and Sean are text buddies. They text each other often during the season. We got hands on some of their exchanges. Here's one right here. What up, Shawnee boy? I was thinking we should go on a double date. That's weird. You know, take these bitches out on the town, flash a little dough, make them feel special. I didn't know these guys talk like players from Chicago. I think Tommy and Jared will get along great. Now they sound like two stepdads hanging out.
Did you get the joke?
Here's another one. OMG, Sean, have you tried soaking yet? It's a wonderful alternative to just smashing. And the almond milk comes out way smoother.
Yeah, we're making milk in my house. We're making milk.
Are you making milk?
We're making milk, yep. Not from a nipple.
People are making milk? Whatever. That I didn't know about that.
I don't want milk that bad to make it.
You know
I make money.
I almost agree with you. All right, last text. And finally, hey, McVay, what plays you going to run in the Super Bowl? JK, I already know. A weird emoji. I don't even know what emoji that is. Is that drunk? Is that I'm on shrooms emoji?
I don't know. I just know that that's way too many words to be Belichick, because he's probably just a GIF and emoji guy. He don't say anything, just sends you the emoji.
Yeah, it would make sense that Bill's an emoji guy.
Yeah, just like, bam, got you, quick answer.
You know McVay's on all the apps, though.
No,
He's heavy on all the apps.
McVay's on Snapchat right now.
Yeah, he probably the guy that talks to you through WhatsApp.
He probably
Can I get your snap?
A WhatsApp? What's your snap, bro? Yeah. All right, Marty, you'll appreciate this. Guess who's getting into the weed game? Joe Cool, Montana's venture capital firm, as a part of a $75 million investment to help grow, jokes, a company that includes a farm, retail store, and delivery service. Can you see Brady getting into the herb business next? Tom's Bomb OG?
I mean, I think so. If Tom can find the benefits in medical marijuana like I have found.
Oh, I mean, he's found all the other
totally
medical benefits.
see Brady getting into the CBD business and balms and creams and, oh, if you rub this on your pinky toe, then you'll be able to throw for 300 yards or
especially if he's playing at 45, he's going to need all the weed.
Especially if it helps with his pliability. That's his key term. That's his key word.
Pliability?
Yeah, that's his whole method.
Oh.
The TB12 method is built on pliability.
Pineapple pliability. That's a good strand right there.
Great
I'm into that. I'm into that OG12.
But all you have to really do
sounds
is
like an indica. If you're Teddy Bridgewater, you lose a job because of a handshake. Browns owner Jimmy Haslam reportedly passed on drafting Bridgewater in 2014 because he didn't like Teddy's handshake. It rubbed him wrong. The Browns ended up picking Johnny Manziel. Maybe the next time Teddy goes for the dab instead. I mean, that is petty. Handshake? You didn't like a man's handshake?
He probably dapped him up. You know, that was probably so foreign to have someone like, oh my God, what is this handshake that this guy's doing? I'm uncomfortable with that. We don't do that where I'm from.
He probably did the thing where you go in and then you maybe do a snap at the end. He's like, oh, he gave me a handshake and did a gang sign in my palm.
Oh, well, that Johnny Manziel, he's got a firm grip.
Right?
We should totally waste
that
a pick
Johnny
on him.
He's a man's man.
Johnny Manziel has been in all this trouble, but his handshake reaffirmed that he's changed.
Stronger than oak.
Yeah.
Check your handshake, y'all. It could mean your job.
Shout out to Johnny.
Shout out to Johnny, though, and his handshake.
And Teddy Bridgewater, who's one of the most.
Teddy Bridgewater.
Teddy Bridgewater is one of the most soulful people I ever met. He's just one of the kindest people. He's just really good. He's efficient. He's business. Like, he helps in the community. He's just a great human being. And you just say that you don't know any of this about him, and you throw all that out the door because of the way he shook your hand. And Johnny Manziel has all this other shit going on in his life that you know about, but the way that he shook your hand made it feel like that he was more acceptable and it was different. So let's go with Johnny.
Well,
and his history.
The Browns clearly have it figured out, so let's just keep letting them do whatever it is.
Well, pettiness and the NFL go hand in hand. Yeah. Either way, here's our next story that involves a little petty. Derek Carr, go Raiders, next year, wants to bitch slap Max Kellerman and Stephen A. Smith because he didn't like their hot takes. Carr appealed to Dana White to set something up in the octagon. Marty, is that what's next? Are athletes versus TV talking heads about to take it to the ring? Because I wouldn't mind seeing you beat somebody up, slap a fool.
What reporter would you want to get in the ring with?
Well, honestly, I have slapped a lot of fools, and I've retired to slap. I don't try to slap. My fingers messed up, so the slap is all
your slap
back.
might be a claw.
But I don't really like this. I mean, we all know we can kick all their ass. It's not really a fight. What I would love to see is them sit down and debate the topics, sit down and pull out the game tape and actually talk about what's happening and why things aren't working and see how much they actually know. Why didn't this play go right? Why did I have to throw it faster? Why did I have to slide? What is the circumstances of the play that comes from the player and not from just the spectator? Because the commentators are just spectators, you know? They're just commentating on what they're spectating.
I don't know if Max is going to sit there and like break down a nickel defense, but he's a pretty smart dude. So I'd like to see him go toe to toe.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like he knows the stuff. Like
if I was Derek Carr, the next press conference, I'd be like, look, as far as my game, we did well, we executed. But you know who didn't execute? Stephen A. Smith, Max Kellerman. Their reviews, their comments, very vague. I didn't like the specifics. I didn't like how they supported their arguments.
Max also had a deal on Rough House, so you can Google Max Kellerman hip-hop and see what you find. Yeah,
just critique your critiquers.
Sorry.
Yeah. Next story. Anthony Davis signs with LeBron's agent, Rich Paul, what up? And next thing you know, he's demanding a trade out of New Orleans. Only a matter of time before AD's in LA, right? Marty, how come it's so much easier for guys in the NBA rather than the NFL to demand trades and then actually get traded?
You know, this is like when guys start getting this privilege, it just becomes the culture of it. In the NFL, they don't give a shit if you want to be traded. You bring your ass to work and get your job done. We ain't trading you. Even if we bench you, we're not going to trade you. You just have to deal with it. You're just on the bench. Go out there, not dressing out this week.
I think it'd be better for the sport, though, if like the star players in the middle of the season or even in the offseason, a time like that. Imagine if there was a trade right now where Aaron Rodgers got out of Green Bay. It would send shockwaves to this place. Everybody would be so gassed, and the NBA understands that. So they understand the star players.
They sell
but there's also only
now we give a shit about the New Orleans Pelicans.
But there's actually only 8 guys who trade too. Like, you know, like we got 53 guys on each team. You know how many transactions there's gonna be during the day? Oh yeah, we'll give you Jim and you'll take Chris.
It's very rare it's the star players, and we're going to have Amari Cooper on the show a little bit later, and like this was a star player who got changed, and what did it do to Dallas? It got them to the playoffs. So like the league should do this more. Yeah. I would like to see it happen more in the NFL.
I don't know. I just feel like
all I know too is that Porzingis a first-round pick and Frank or Knox, that's enough for AD. So look for him coming to the Knicks.
He's coming home, baby.
Look at him come for the Knicks.
Finally, Ben, I thought you were the biggest Harry Styles fan, but New Zealand singer KELSY KARTER got One Direction's frontman face tatted on her cheek. Her butt cheek or her face cheek? Just her face cheek? Okay. Well, her cheek, bro. It's still her cheek. How's that going to play on her Tinder profile?
Yeah, I know you got a bunch of tats. I don't know if you have any tats.
I have one tat my friend gave me that I don't really like.
All good. Get tats. Just a word of advice. People can take what they want from it. Don't get a tattoo on your face.
My whole issue with
Harry Styles. Just don't do it.
Because you can't cover it up.
You'll be all right. You'll have a great life. You'll go out and create. You'll be able to explore whatever interests you have in life. Just don't get a tattoo of Harry Styles on your face.
And if you are going to do it, the guy should know your name. The guy should know you.
And it would be funny if it was the ass cheek.
I mean, I think it'd be better.
Oh, is that Harry Styles?
That makes more sense.
Do that?
Conversation starter there. All right.
Definitely conversation
Coming up on our
starter.
Super Bowl edition of Mostly Football, Browns receiver Jarvis Landry is here to play How Many Fucks? Bless him. But first, you've heard of the hot doc on Netflix about the ill-conceived Fire Festival. Ja Rule, shout out. I was his intern once. Turns out there's another overambitious party in the works for over the Super Bowl. Take a look. All right, welcome back to Atlanta, home of Super Bowl 53. Joining us right now on Mostly Football is someone who, through the first 8 weeks of the season, he had a backstage pass to the Browns' Blink 180 Q show. I just shook his hand and I can't feel my fingers. He's a 4-time Pro Bowl wide receiver and a driving force behind the Cleveland Revival. It's Mr. Bless him himself, Jarvis Juice Landry.
How you
got a mean handshake, dude. Do you, like, as a receiver, do you do, like, hand exercises?
You got to.
Yeah, you gotta have strong fingers, and they have to be soft.
Yeah.
So it's like being a man. You have to be strong, but still have a little softness to you.
Deep shit.
Deep shit.
Marty, well, Baker Mayfield's the man out in Cleveland, man. Browns fans love him. What did you guys do to work on your chemistry throughout the season?
Just working. You know, obviously just putting the time in practice. Training camp, we got a couple reps in, but nothing really game speed like, you know what I'm saying? Then we got the opportunity to, obviously he started playing in the middle of a game, down 14-0, and he comes in and we win the game. And
I got a question, like, with that energy that he brings, like, how do you guys feed off of that? Because there's a lot of energy, like, Tom has this energy when you see him on the sideline. Phillip Rivers has this energy. Drew Brees has this sternness that picks you up. How about the way that Baker goes about it? It feels different. It feels young. It feels new.
Yeah, he's just one of those guys that just, you know, he's real confident in himself and his ability. And I think that for us, you know, when he steps on the field, he's one of those guys. He's, as a quarterback, he's talking shit. You know, you know, like, that's what you want. You know what I mean? And
because it builds the identity.
Absolutely.
The identity of the quarterback
Absolutely.
takes the identity of the
Absolutely.
team, just like the coach and the offense.
It was a lot of fun to watch you guys play this year for sure, and we were huge fans of you guys on Hard Knocks, and especially those like impassioned speeches that you had during those team meetings. And I don't know, did HBO show you some of the behind-the-scenes footage that didn't make the show? Because we've got some of the outtakes here.
No, I didn't.
On Mostly Football. Yeah.
If you ordering pizza, like if you getting a pizza delivered and you ordering toppings, don't get no pineapples on that shit. Like straight up. That shit is trash. And that shit is contagious as fuck. And that shit ain't gonna be in this room, bruh. Cause all that pineapple shit don't fucking live here no more. That shit don't exist. It's contagious, bro. Like it's really fucking contagious. It's contagious.
Listen.
King Keyron.
I didn't know you're so passionate about pizza, man. That's a big deal to you, huh?
Pineapples, no more pineapples.
You got to put out an audiobook, man. You're going to be the next Eric, the hip-hop preacher or something, man.
What's it like having those cameras around you, following you around all the time? You get used to it, or just?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we there to work, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for a time being, you know, it's just kind of in the background, but I didn't expect that to happen like it did, but I was just kind of overwhelmed, and I think the culture needed to be talked about.
Yeah, but it's crazy because, like, the way that the show, because I was on the show when it first came out when I was at the Cowboys. It's crazy when you get on there as a rookie and you kind of knows what's going on. But as an older guy, if I was on Hard Knocks, I would have been selling products. I would have been like T.O. T.O. was selling T-shirts, he was selling pants, and here I am being made the butt of the show. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I'm just out there trying to find my way in life. I'm 21. Like, I just got $1 million. Leave me the fuck alone. Like, shit. Like, what are you doing?
Fact, big fact.
Well, Jarvis, you're somebody who definitely loves speaking your mind, so you're perfect for one of our favorite segments here on Mostly Football. where we just count fucks. So let's get into it, shall we? A couple taking a cruise from Singapore to Thailand returned to their cabin to find two people having sex inside. They tried to switch rooms, but the ship was booked. Norwegian Cruise Lines reportedly offered the couple $250 towards a future trip. So yeah, someone doesn't give a fuck, and I don't give a fuck about people who go on cruises. So let's roll the segment, shall we? All right, a woman in a Bronx hospital pulled the plug on the wrong dude. Sherelle Powell spent 9 days grieving at the bedside of a brain-dead man with tubes coming out of his mouth she was told was her brother Frederick. Well, it turned out it was a different Freddie Williams. Unbeknownst to Sherelle, her brother was actually in jail at the time. Marty, how many fucks for the epic hospital mix-up in the Bronx?
I just want to let y'all know that I'm really, really high right now, so I don't have many fucks to give today. So I have one fuck to give out. So this, I just don't give a fuck really about this, but it is really fucked up. Like, how do you go in there? Does she actually, when you pull the plug, do you actually pull the plug, or do you send a message like a hitman and be like, hey, pull the plug?
Yeah. Jarvis, how many fucks you give about the people in the Bronx and the mix-up and someone died? I mean, it's crazy.
First of all, I don't know how they make that mistake. That's fucked up. And yeah, it was a fucked up situation.
James, how many fucks you give?
I give two messed up families worth of fucks because they both got messed up families. That brother, his family don't even know what's going on. They got the wrong sister. That means his family don't even know he's dead. They don't even know he's in that situation. And then the girl thought that was her brother, and it wasn't. How do you not know someone's your brother? And your brother's in jail, and you don't know your brother's in jail? That's just two fucked up families.
Two fucked up families right there. I give 10 to 20 fucks because somebody's doing 10 to 20 for this mix-up.
For sure.
Seriously, maybe parole after 8. I don't know. It's a terrible situation.
Murder by accident.
Speaking of mix-ups, a mom right here in Georgia donated her son's childhood mug to Goodwill. It's a nice thing to do. But then she found out there was $6,500 stuffed inside. The family called Goodwill, but the mug's been sold now. They're offering a reward for its return. Marty, how many fucks for the missing mug?
I'm still very high, so I still don't have many fucks to give. And I just want to let you know that I don't give a fuck about this either, because why hide your money in a coffee mug? Like, I feel like
there's no lid on it.
But still, I know, it's not even like, does your mom not drink coffee? No one, this is like one of those houses that have decorative glasses that no one ever uses for anything in the morning. So why do you have coffee mugs to donate? And who donates coffee mugs? Like, what if someone go do like, hey, I need to drink coffee, I need a coffee mug. Like, thank God this is free. You're like, who wants? If you ever, I wouldn't buy people coffee mugs for Christmas, let alone give it to somebody.
I prefer a clean, never used coffee mug. That's just how I roll.
How many fucks you give about the $6,500 in a coffee mug?
$6,500 worth of fucks. That money ain't never coming back.
Nah, it's gone.
Never coming back. It's gone.
James, how many fucks?
I give one episode of Forensic Files worth of fucks because he gonna kill his mama, and he gonna hide her body. And then it's going to take Forensic Files to find the body, and then they're going to find out that this whole murder was due to the case that she gave away $6,500.
If you're a mom and your son at home has $6,500 that he's just hiding around the kitchen stuff, you're raising Lil Pablo. So I give a Lil Pablo worth of fucks, then you got to be more involved in your child's life. All right, a dog sniffer in the Toronto airport found a man trying to illegally import 5,000 live leeches in his luggage on a return trip from Russia. Healers and doctors commonly use leeches to treat ailments, so who cares, right? No, it's actually fucking disgusting. Marty, how many fucks do you give for these leeches in the suitcase?
The fuck? I mean, what type of luggage is that? Like, that's the kind of bag I need. I lose socks, I lose pants, like everything when I travel. He's traveling with leeches, and they're in a box, and no one knows that a dog has to find it. Like, he's walking past us. It's kind of creepy. A guy's walking past you right now at the airport, and he has leeches in his bag.
That is impressive luggage, though. Like, that could be a luggage commercial. Like, need to fly some leeches? Get our bags.
5,000 of them.
Exactly.
I want to thank the leech man for taking the dog's attention away from the rest of us while we're going through the airport. So now these dogs can start going for leeches. How many fucks you give, Jarvis?
Zero. Get that man his leeches back. Let him go on about his business.
I mean, where does one get leeches? Hey, I need 5,000 leeches. Like, they should just go look at his credit card bill and see what other fucked up shit he's buying. Because if he has 5,000 leeches, there's a there's a real chance that he has bodies hiding in a house somewhere.
He's got
in a
82
wall.
of something else that's fucked up
Yeah.
too. So James, how many fucks you give
First of
him?
all, like Marty said, leeches is a gateway crime, okay? You start with leeches, and then you start shooting up places because you're crazy. So I give one set of handcuffs worth of fucks because honestly, I don't know what his plans were for the leeches. I don't care if he's a hood healer. Arrest this immediately. I don't trust him. 5,000?
Nah, I thank the leech man. Let the dogs go sniff his bag. All right, finally, a Pennsylvania man uses his 5-foot pet alligator, Wally, as a support alligator to help him with his depression. He acknowledges Wally could probably tear his arm off, but he's not worried. Wally eats chicken wings and lives in a plastic pond in the house. Marty, how many fucks about the support alligator?
I found a fuck to give. I give a caveman worth of fucks because I feel like this is some caveman shit. And he's not the first one to have alligator as a nurturing pet, whatever you call it, like a, what do you call it, kind of dog?
Support animal.
A support dog. He's not the first one to have a support alligator because motherfuckers was doing it for years before this. He's just catching back up with the times. And if I could have a pet dinosaur, I would.
Jarvis?
Yeah, follow that.
Welcome to Mostly Football.
Ain't no way I can follow that.
The floor is yours.
Yeah, but that's fucked up. I mean, an alligator as a pet is fucked up.
James, how many fucks are you about the support alligator?
I give one understanding fuck, because you know what? That man has a companion that most people would find scary or intimidating. But you know what? That's like me and Martellus. That's my dog. And people are scared as shit at him, but not me. He's supportive. He supports my dreams, but he'll fucking rip your head off.
Man, I'm going with a Bishop Don Magic Wand worth of fucks because he should be the only grown man we're talking about wearing gators on this show, honestly. All right, Jarvis,
well said.
Before we let you go, be honest with us. Who's got better hands, you or your buddy OBJ? Who's a better receiver?
Talk your shit. Talk your shit.
Well, I do have the most catches in NFL history.
There you go. All right.
This is when you drop your mic.
Mike, you can just drop the mic on the floor.
NFL history, period.
You do?
I do.
Now you drop
But you
your
ain't got the
mic.
most yards, though.
No.
Jarvis, thanks so much, dude, for coming by the show, man. Congrats on all the success
Thanks,
you and the
dog.
Browns
Keep it
had
swa-
this year, and keep on, dude.
Keep it swagged out there. I know you might not have a pet alligator, but I'm sure you got a pair of shoes with gator on them.
Oh, absolutely.
Hey, Jarvis up here with that drip. We see you.
Up next on our Super Bowl stage, a former Super Bowl MVP, one of Marty's buddies, Von Miller, is here. But first, Jarvis Landry just gave us all of his fucks, and earlier we caught up with his quarterback, Baker Mayfield, who served us up a baker's dozen. Well, almost. Check it out.
Go-to karaoke song, Push Your Love Girl by Justin Timberlake. It's not game day. I don't feel dangerous right now. T.I. Aaron Donald. It probably was JT. Go-to pastry. I'm a simple guy. I don't need much. To be honest with you, a nice chocolate chip cookie works. Oh, come on. I got Cliff. I got Cliff by a mile. Going through the grind with all my guys, going through workouts with them, going through every day. College is just different, you know. Everybody's there together all the time. But the population is right around 1 million. I'm gonna go with 200.
All right, joining us on Mostly Football mobile set right now is your MVP of Super Bowl 50, 2011's Defensive Rookie of the Year. He's a 7-time Pro Bowler, and he's really good friends with Martellus Bennett, which is a great accomplishment. So Von Miller's here, fellow Aggie in the house. Nice to see you, man. When you think back to that Super Bowl 50, man, and you think about, let's say, Thursday of that week, what were you guys doing as you were getting ready for that game on Thursday of Super Bowl week?
You pretty much got the same routine that you have for, each and every game, but Super Bowl is obviously a whole different monster, but you still try to stick to the same routine. For us, Thursday, I think curfew was over with. Like we started having curfew probably on that Tuesday or Wednesday, so you start winding down, and I think I just chilled with some of my teammates, went to dinner, and went home on Thursday. Yeah.
But you're a low-key guy. I don't think a lot of people don't really know that about you.
No, I try to be.
Because you're bigger than life on the field. You know what I'm saying? But in real life, you're like just so like humble and low-key.
I try to be. I don't know. You got to learn how to. I really don't have a switch. It just depends on the person. With you, man, I can go let my hair down. But sometimes
and in them Old Spice commercials.
Yeah, in the Old Spice commercials, and in the locker room.
Them are like some classic commercials, man. Like I look at you as like a comedic person just because of the commercials. Like I expect you to be funny.
Man, I try. I mean, I just try to be myself.
You got the next.
works.
The next time you do it, you gotta get them to let me write that next commercial.
Okay. Man, this guy's always angling for a job.
Yeah, you don't have, Vaughn, you really don't have to do that.
You don't have to do that, Vaughn.
I mean, we got an opportunity for you right now. We're here on the behalf of the Fresher Collection.
Okay.
We're introducing real ingredients to get real results. So we have the new product, Moisturize, that has shea butter in it. And we have
I love shea butter.
And we have Exfoliate that has black charcoal. What would be the creative to design the next Old Spice commercial for you?
Just give me all those things. Oh, you want me to pitch you the commercial right now?
Real fast, what, 30 seconds? What
as far as like the black charcoal, the black everything, the black facial hair.
What would your commercial be?
So first of all, I'm opening up at a spa, right? It's about, you just start with the feet. So you don't know. You think it's a bunch of women in a spa.
Yeah.
And I slowly move up. You see a bunch of people working on them. Then you reveal that it's actually men getting the spa treatment by other men for men.
Yeah.
Yes, Old Spice all the way.
I like it. I like it. You throw some animation in there to be good.
Yeah, and then put a unicorn in the background. Just cause what's fresher than a unicorn?
That's James' poster on Hollywood Boulevard.
Yes, and then have a baby gorilla swing by.
That sounds like some.
It's not an Old Spice unless you have some random stuff.
Yeah, you gotta have random stuff going on.
I like it. I like it.
Under all this chaos, men are still finding time to take care of their skin and their bodies.
And Old Spice has created a new space in the shower for men. It's not only for women now.
And on the shelf, I can have like a produce aisle where you go to the produce aisle, everything is so fresh, but what we're getting is Old Spice.
Warning.
I like that, yeah.
Warning, do not steal this idea.
All right, Vaughn, so I think your Old Spice commitments are done for this segment. Let's,
speaking of speaking of creativity, how about the Mount High Coupe?
The Mount High Coupe it was a great idea, great concept. It was a whole lot. It was a few more episodes in there. We had the the OG feed, and I tried to really relate it with the hip hop community and like rappers. So we got Chicken Dre, we got Chicken Future, we got the OG feed. I was really just trying to relate to the rap community,
the culture. I mean, I love it because I love animated shows. I have an animation company.
Get out of here!
Hold on.
You play chicken?
Wait.
You play chicken?
Weeks into,
hold on. I love chicken, so it's like two of my most favorite things together. It's like the happiest Happy Meal on the earth. I get chicken and animation
and
all together.
All together.
And I plug myself. I love your show.
I like it. I appreciate it.
All right, now you gotta love Wade Phillips. On the flight out here, the Rams D coordinator rocked a cowboy hat, or the same hat and coat his pops, legendary Oiler coach Bum Phillips, used to rock on the sidelines back in the day. Now, what's your take on that?
I love it, man. They look identical right there. All they need is the shades. Coach Phillips is a great coach, and he can relate to just about anybody. To be 95 years old, he has a great, he has a great sense of humor, and I really don't see him slowing down. And I really want those guys to win this one. He deserves another Super Bowl.
Well, look who else rocks that fresh cowboy look.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I like your cowboy.
I don't know what's more impressive, the hat or that jacket, man.
I like it.
The PETA is angry.
Is that an alligator?
Oh, no, that's real.
Are you lost looking for a rent-a-car? Like, where is he there? Yeah.
I got that from Bum. That's the Bum.
That's a scene from The Revenant.
Right there.
That's what that is.
He's looking for the bear is what it is. Hey, so was Marty your Rick Fox and he got game, like on the recruiting tour?
No, he didn't really put me on.
I did put you on.
Like, we had fun and stuff, but you
okay.
not like he got game. He didn't do all this stuff.
It wasn't he got game. Like, that's just movies. It don't really happen like that.
That's just movies?
Yeah, it don't really happen like that. You don't just escort people down the hallway and be like, see you later.
I mean, I'm a young guy. I thought it was going to be like that, but no, it's not like that. But other than that, though, Marty, he showed me a great time. Even before I got to Texas A&M, him and his brother, they're two of the biggest reasons why I went to Texas A&M, and our relationship is still strong. So it was a great decision to go to Texas A&M.
I remember the moment I knew you was going to be great, we was doing one-on-one blocks, right? And I was pancaking everybody, and just you was like,
and I was a rookie. I wasn't even supposed to go.
No, you wasn't supposed to go. You jumped in, and I'm like, oh shit, you want some of this? That's what you want? So I got him. I'm like pushing. I'm like, yeah, I got this. I got this. Then all of a sudden he did like this karate move and slipped out of it, and I fell down. And I was just like,
uh-oh.
What the fuck was that?
He got on him. He's like, hey, do the block. Do the block. He leaving somebody. Do the block.
And
that's not how you do it.
That's not how you do it.
That's when you went from being the lion to the gazelle.
Ah, that's right. You went from the lion to the
Well, no,
gazelle.
we play different positions.
Yeah,
you got. And I was outside.
Everything comes back on to the lion and the gazelle. You know, you're like one of those dudes who I would imagine when it's off-season time, it's like it's not just shut it down. It's like you have a whole other career now, and you've really kind of laid this foundation for life after football. So, what do you have planned this off-season? What are some of your goals before September?
A little bit of everything. Like you said, football is just something that I do right now. I don't really like to let it define me. I mean, I'm good at it, so it'll just happen naturally. But I have my organic, humanely raised, pasture raised, and chicken operation in Texas. I know he was talking about he loved chickens as well. You got to check out Greener Pastures. There is no chicken facility that's like this. 100% humanely raised, organic, pasture raised, non-GMO, the whole nine. And our birds are living happy lives, kind of like the Maha Coop, just in reality.
Yeah, I mean, I think the happiest life for a bird is after it's fried.
I mean, I don't even know what
It's a life fulfilled. A chicken eating is a life fulfilled.
That's their heaven.
Hey, we all got to eat, but my birds, they live the best lives possible.
That's dope.
That's important. That's really important.
Absolutely.
And you feel a little bit better about death when you live a good life before.
I mean, in this day and age, you really don't know where the product is coming from. But, with Greener Pastures, we'll show you. 100%.
Love it. Yeah. I love it. See, that's why I asked the question. I said, I know you probably do some killer shit in the offseason. He's like, yes, I'm opening an organic chicken coop.
Right, exactly.
Yes, exactly. Now, before we let you go, I want to ask you about the quarterback skills challenge. While somebody calls the show, are we taking calls today? What are we doing?
That's the call of God.
The quarterback skills challenge at the Pro Bowl. First of all, what's going on with the state of the Pro Bowl in general?
Okay, I'll start with the quarterback challenge. I have a great arm. This day right here just wasn't hitting for me. Quarterbacks around the league, they can relate to this.
Jacksonville
some days I'm on,
man.
some days I'm on, some days I'm off. But I have a great arm. When they've seen me throw before, DeMarcus has seen me in practice. So this is not my best effort. Next year, if I had the same opportunity, I'd do a whole lot better. I'm not shying away from my performance out there. It was terrible, but I am capable of a whole lot better.
Hey man, we know you got MVP in your blood, so that was just
Yeah, I can perform I can perform on a big stage. Just right there, it didn't happen for me.
Appreciate you coming by the show, dude, and best of luck in the offseason, and congrats on all the success. And I love seeing you guys reconnect and tell old stories. Good stuff. Von Miller here on set. And coming up next, arguably the most impactful in-season trade acquisition last year, Cowboys wide receiver Amari Cooper is going to be joining the show. But first, Drake is catching a lot of shade for being a bandwagon fan these days, but then having his team actually go off and lose, it's the Drake curse now, and it sounds like he needs an intervention from Dr. Trill.
Welcome back to Dr. Trill. Today our guest is Drake. Now, as most of you may know, Champagne Papi is suffering from a vicious case of bandwagonitis, where he instinctually switches his allegiance to any team that he thinks is headed towards a trophy. Now, Drake, why are you so thirsty?
I don't know what you're talking about, Dr. Trill, but let's make this quick, because I just took half a Xan, and I'm about to be out like a light. Hey, like a light.
Okay, Drake, listen here, Playboy. I will knock you out like a light-skinned it if you don't get your mind right, okay? Now, Drake, the entire sports community has reached out to me. They said, Trill, you need to have an intervention with Drake. And guess what? Even Soulja Boy called me.
Soldier?
Yes, Drake. Even Soulja. What you're doing is unhealthy, Drake, even by light-skinned standards. Now, Drake, here's what I'm finna do, okay? I'm finna close my eyes, and I'm gonna count to 100. And when I open my eyes, I want you to be wearing the hat of the team that you picked, or guess what? It's a fade on sight. Look at Dr. Trill's knuckles. They are ashy. I will give you a 2-piece with a biscuit and a strawberry soda and a caramel apple pie, okay?
Okay, I'm ready.
Now here we're gonna do. We're gonna go 1, 2, skip a few, 99, 100. Oh my goodness, what is this?
God's plan.
Hey.
All right, we welcome in now a 3-time Pro Bowler. He was the newest addition to the Dallas Cowboys this year. Amari Cooper is in the house. How's Super Bowl week treating you? How's life in Dallas, man? Congrats on the move.
It's good, man. Thanks for asking. I'm enjoying it so far.
Mm. Are you casually just drinking Gatorade, just hanging out on a Thursday, just like,
nah,
what's this here?
I'm actually here on behalf of Gatorade. They just released this new product called Gatorade Zero. It has no sugar in it, so it's for less intense workouts.
No sugar?
Oh, less intense workouts? Here, pass it down to James.
Yeah, that's my kind.
James down
No, it's actually good for me right now. Sometimes I'm watching TV in the off season. I might feel like running on a treadmill for 5 or 10 minutes, so that's perfect.
Wait, you just wake up and want to run on the treadmill? You're going to be great. God damn, you're going to be great. Yeah, I see why you're successful on the football field. You're just watching television, like, you know what I should do? Turn on a treadmill, baby, and give me my gym shorts. It's time for a run.
Right,
Just know he's trying to steal your commercial right now.
I see.
You see him trying to
I'm trying to write your commercial for you.
Hey, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I need all the help I can get.
Nothing.
The theme to the show.
He's been trying to pitch
It's why we're at Super Bowl, I think,
yeah.
to be honest.
Because I pitched the idea.
Whatever you need, he will write it for you.
All right, I'm going to keep that in mind.
Yeah, I'm not hard to reach.
Bet.
So what was it like moving from the Bay Area to Dallas, though?
Like mid-season, too, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you get traded in the middle of the season. It's a huge adjustment, but I just went in there, had the mentality that I had to adapt to the situation if I wanted to survive, and that's what I did.
I mean, I'm a Raider fan, and like it seemed like this ain't even on the prompter. It just seemed like there was a lot of craziness and just confusing moves going on. How did you feel seeing Khalil Mack getting traded and just all the weird moves going on?
Right. I mean, yeah, it was pretty weird. Obviously, I don't make those type of decisions. I'm just there to play the game.
Right.
But when I got traded, you know, me speaking on my personal situation, you know, it was a surreal moment. I've never been in a situation to where a team wanted to trade me away. So, man, like I said, I just had to go and adapt to that situation, make some adjustments. And when I got to Dallas, I tried to make the best of the situation.
And you did, man. It was
that's one thing about the NFL is like no matter how good you are, at one day you're always going to be on a chopping block. You're going to be forgotten. You're going to get traded. You're going to be discarded. And I think that's why, as an athlete, you have to overcome those moments because they're going to happen. Like, you come in the league thinking that you never, like your first-round draft pick, you think you want to play with one team for your entire career. Right. But it just doesn't happen like that. Even when you're producing, you have one bad play, one bad game, then it's just like, what have you done for me lately? There's no loyalty from the organization, so I don't know why they always talk about players being loyal to teams.
Right. You make a good point right there, man. Like I said, man, I went and I had to make those adjustments. I had to adapt to the situation because I never in a million years thought that I would be traded away from a team. And so when it happened, like I said, it was a surreal moment. But it's like, what can you do? You can't rewind time and
can't do anything.
And say, I wish I would have played these 3 years with Oakland Raiders different so they can't trade me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. So, man,
well, that was nice to have that privilege because I felt like I was going to get traded every day. Oh, shit, the trade block is over? Great. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now when they're going to cut me? You always had to think about all those things, you know what I'm saying? So, but you played for two colorful owners. Like, you have, you got Jerry Jones and you got Haircut in Oakland.
Haircut.
Haircut Jones is his name, I think.
Yeah. I definitely got
Mark
to see,
Davis,
I know, I'm just saying.
big personalities, both those guys, huh?
Yeah, I definitely got to see the difference in how organizations work. Some guys, they're only with one organization for, you know, their whole career. Like some guys in Dallas, they only know one way of practice.
Yeah.
They only know one way of meeting. They only know how this one team operates. And it's kind of cool to get to see how different organizations work, how different owners are, and things of that nature.
Yeah, I saw 6.
Yeah.
Now, another legend in the football world is your former college coach, Nick Saban. Did you ever see him making the jump back to the league, leaving Alabama?
That's a good question. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I think he's comfortable right now.
Did you ever see his house?
Yeah, I've been to his house a couple of times.
It's big as fuck, right?
It's huge.
It's huge.
A lot of fun stuff. He got a lot of land, so we ride on like 4-wheelers and stuff.
You know why? Because he's getting paid and the players aren't.
Set up, punch.
Well, I'm not sure if you saw this, Amari, but your former QB recently got in a little Twitter spat. Raiders QB Derek Carr heard the shade that my buddy Max Kellerman and Stephen A. Smith were throwing his way on First Take last week, and he responded by tweeting to UFC President Dana White to set it all up in the octagon. How many rounds does Derek Carr get against Max Kellerman and Stephen A., you think?
And that's funny. We actually kind of talked about that idea when I was still at the Raiders. One time we were in the team meeting room. I don't think it's a bad idea. I think it's a good business plan. Actually.
The idea of what? Of athletes and journalists getting it on in the octagon?
Well, I don't think they should go into. I don't think it should be a battle of physical attributes. It should be a battle of the minds, right? You have this point that you want to prove, and let me tell you why you're wrong, because you didn't see this in the game, you don't see this in the game. It's all opinionated, no facts. Let's go from a real point of view. Let's break down this tape and tell me what you see right here. Why didn't this play work?
I just like that they've been talking about this beef for a while. This is not the first time Derek Carr.
What's going to sell though?
Yeah, violence always going to sell.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's why they put
But
on
how
the
hard
news.
is it as a player who goes out there, competes every Sunday, and trains all year long, and to have guys like me and James sitting here on Monday morning being like, well, we should have caught that. And like, how much do you go back and forth with media guys?
I mean, you're going to have critics, especially when you at the top of your profession and anything that you do. So you can't be mad about that. But I felt where Derek was coming from. He didn't care about the critiques about the way he was playing and stuff like that, but he felt like he was disrespected as a man when you start talking about this guy is scared, he don't want to play no more. Mm-hmm. That's what he was mad about.
Yeah, and you should be, because it's a character. When they try to attack your character and not your performance, that's a totally different thing.
Totally different.
Yeah.
Dude, appreciate you coming on the show. Any big plans for the offseason? You gonna get some travel? You do anything?
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely taking some trips, man. Got to enjoy life. I'm going to the Dominican Republic on the 7th with a couple of my friends. So I'm definitely going to enjoy my time off.
So you guys were close to getting here in this game. This is the goal of everybody here. Right. But since you're not going to play in this game.
Asshole.
That ain't funny, man.
Asshole.
Who do you think is going to win it?
Man, my dreams is the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Every night I dream.
You and every other Cowboy fan for the last 39 years.
Right.
Be nice to the guests, Marty.
I'm just keeping. This is mostly football with shit is kept real. I'm just keeping it real.
Yeah, no, I don't got no problem
with
that.
This ain't ESPN.
You got to keep it 100. You got to keep it 100. But I think New England is going to win. I'll never go against Tom Brady in a clutch situation like this, because he always comes up clutch. So
he's a good player.
Yeah.
You got a good quarterback too, though.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I love my quarterback.
Well, as a Rams fan, I hope you're fucking wrong, Amari. Thanks so much for hanging out on the show. Appreciate you joining us. And,
Thank you.
Good luck next season.
And as a Raiders fan, thank you, sir.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Right.
Diehard Raiders fan.
Go get your Gatorade. Zero sugars.
Sitcom Sweeping the Nation just aired their second episode, and a very special guest made an appearance. And of course, we at Mostly Football have an exclusive look.
It's Where You From, starring the lovable Marcus Peters.
Damn, I ain't even gonna lie. That was a PI. Feel me? Where you from, homie?
Hey, Juice Man, sorry for coming over unannounced, but I brought you a treat. It ain't gumbo, but I got us some of New England's best clam chowder.
Where you from, homie?
I didn't have any nice little bowls, so I gotta say Super Bowl.
Hey, on my mama though, that was delicious. Feel me?
Well, I'm gonna take the Super Bowl back home where it belongs.
I think we ain't done yet.
Marcus, it's finished, and the Super Bowl is mine.
I think we ain't done yet.
Oh, Marcus.
All right, it's the Super Bowl, and pretty much everyone who's anyone is down here in Atlanta, like the champ himself. Welcome Deontay Wilder, who's not only a championship boxer, big football fan, but a survivor of the Revenge of the Jocks podcast. You sat down and chopped it up with Marty, so it's good to have you on our show now. And
blessings, thank you for having me.
And are you a big football fan? Like, you have a team you ride or die with?
Man, boxing have took over my life, man. You know, it's a year-round sport. You know, they say you have to eat, breathe, and sleep it, so I don't get the luxury of watching it all the time no more, you know what I mean? But, you know, in this situation, I'm going for the Patriots. Tom is a good friend of mine, you know what I mean? I support him. He supports me in boxing. He enjoys boxing. And, you know, he's the reigning champion. So, you know,
To this day. I'm sorry, bro. I lost all my professionalism. I've been wanting to say that for like 5 minutes. Sorry, man.
Yeah, baby.
You killed it, dog.
Yeah, man.
It's dope how, like, your passion and your wokeness went viral. You know, you wasn't shucking and jiving or nothing like that. You kept it so real that everybody was like, dang, like I need everybody to hear that. We all shared that video, man. So that was just a very inspiring moment, man, as far as social media.
You know, I tell people I speak from the heart, and my mouth is only the translator to what my heart is trying to say. I'm the realest that comes around. You know, I'm the realest in the boxing game, period. That's for sure. You know, a lot of people say I speak for the voiceless because they can relate to what I'm saying, and that means everything to me because I never do things for likes. I never do things that what can go viral and stuff like that. I'm a homebody, I'm a family type of guy. So, you know, but when people come and express to me, even had, you know, grown men coming to me and cry, I'm like, bro, they come in, what you saying, they really feel it. I'm like, wow.
That's why that's why me and you vibe so well. Yeah. The moment we met, we started talking, it was just like, no, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. Dog, did you know that? And what about the boats? What the boats at? Like, there's so much going on. Boom. Like, it was just a real moment of blackness just happening. It was just like cloudy with a chance of
I hate you so much.
Well, you crazy. But you, man, he crazy. Always great energy, bro. You know what I mean? That's just the thing that connects people, the energy of each other. See, everybody's energy ain't meant to be fulfilled with each other. You know what I'm saying? It's always gonna be something, but you know, that just lets you know like we're in tune with each other. The energy is when you can see somebody that never met them before and come to get clicked, like I still think about what we talk about. I still think about what you told me about your daughter, and like I said, I want to be a bucket filler. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's
like, are you a bucket filler or are you a bucket dipper?
Yeah.
And that's just a life lesson from my daughter. Daddy, don't be a bucket dipper. Hold up. What's a bucket dipper? When you take from others and make them feel bad. You have to be a bucket filler. And you're not filling my bucket right now, Daddy. I'm like, goddamn, all I did was say you can't have no Oreos. Here, take all the Oreos you want. Now, does that fill your bucket?
Amazing.
Hey, you're talking about energy, Deontay. Talk to me about the energy of that last fight in Los Angeles, man. That was like the ticket. Like, ended in a draw. So what's the talks of a rematch? And then just the energy of having a fight in Staples in L.A. That was a special moment, I feel like.
Most definitely. It definitely was a special moment for me, you know, because, you know, in boxing in America is not the top sport. So when I fight, I usually always have to compete against other sports. And then when I'm fighting, I'm always have to promote the fight by myself because these guys seem like they're scared to speak their piece. They're scared to say they'll knock me out, and when they do, I don't see nothing behind it, like no type of, like, you mean what you say type of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Do the thing to him.
What's that?
The stare off.
Oh, the stare off? I got a mean stare off.
I'd rather not.
Do it to him.
I'd rather not.
Do it to him. No, you got to do this.
Wait, we got two positive energy. Why would we do that?
Do it. Like, nah, just do it. Like, shit's crazy. Like, I swear.
No.
I don't want, I'm already uncomfortable. I have sunglasses on.
So you said a date on the rematch?
Yeah, most definitely. The date would be in May. So we just got a little things that we got to iron out, and but the fight is 100% on, and it's gonna be
back
crazy.
In LA, in Vegas,
hey, man,
on the moon.
It could be Vegas.
Somewhere
it
crazy.
Could be at the Barclays Center. Barclays Center is coming on very strong. You know, they make it known that they very much so want this fight, and we'll see what happens. You know what I mean?
So the first fight doesn't go. I mean, the fight doesn't go the way you wanted to go. How do you take that footage and watch it, and then correct yourself so the next one is different to get the outcome that you actually want from it?
Right. Well, you know, at this point, it's just like with football. You know what you have to do. You know what your position takes, and you know what you have to do when it's time to do it.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's the same way in boxing. I know what I got to do. I know when I make wrong mistakes. I know when I make the right mistakes. I know when I'm out of position, you know, and it's up to me to correct it. You'll know when you're out of position.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You'll feel it. Your everything about you will feel it. So, you know, it's just going back and being more patient. With that fight, you know, I had the center of attention. Like I was saying before, boxing is not the main sport in America. And now that you got that opportunity, you got that moment where everybody's paying attention, you know, it was very exciting for me. And so I wanted to do what I'm known to do, is to knock him out. But I know when I force it, it never happened. And I was forcing something that I'm known for doing. I'm a knockout artist.
That's what you are.
You know
That's
what
what you already do that. You ain't got to try to be who you already are.
Exactly. So there's going to be a lot of just smaller adjustments that I'm going to be able to do. Want to gain a little bit more weight as well, too. I couldn't believe that I came in at 209. That was crazy. My manager think it was a lot of personal stuff going on, you know, that were messing with the weight and stuff, because I gave up 50-some plus rounds in that fight, you know. But you know, it's a lot of things that we're going to go back and make adjustments, and we're going to come back and make this fight bigger and better.
I'm excited. I'm excited. I like watching you because I like you as a person. You're very positive. You speak in parables, you know, which I really enjoy that. And you're just like a really, really good dude. And I meet a lot of people across a lot of different platforms, but you're like one of those dudes that I actually want to sit down and have dinner with.
Yeah, for sure. Blessing, man. Likewise, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, the energy, man.
Should we leave them alone? We're feeling uncomfortable here, James.
I know.
I'm trying to go take a break.
Wait, no, like the way that you feel about Josh Dumel is the way that I feel about Deontay.
Oh man.
I got a question. Okay, like say the Rams are down at halftime and they call you in to talk to Jared Goff and to give him some motivation to, like, you know, knock it out in the second half of the Super Bowl. What do you tell Jared Goff if he's been taking some punches in the first half and he needs to get back and do his thing?
Man, I just tell him, speak it, believe it, receive it. You know what I mean? Speak what you want to do, believe in it, and go out there and receive it. You know what I'm saying? If you down and you don't know what to do, you know what I'm saying? You speak what you want to do. You speak what in your heart, in your mind. What's your mindset of what you want to do? And you really believe it. You can't have 0% of doubt. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really believe that this is gonna happen. So if they down and he getting knocked out, you got, you know, for one, it's like the boxing term, you know, hands up, chin down. Protect yourself at all times. You know, because the things that you don't see is the one that affect you and the one that knock you out. So, you know, I give it to him just like that.
Speak it, believe it, and receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. What? Speak it, believe it. Yep. There we go.
Believe it, receive it.
Hey, gotta get it up.
Receive it. Hey, I thought you were gonna come with a rap.
Receive it.
I definitely thought you was
my
too.
bad. I didn't know.
Yeah,
I didn't know how much.
Give us a little something.
Yeah, because you in the music, and you know what I'm saying? You laying it down.
You didn't believe
it.
And I was a huge fan of 106 & Park Freestyle Fridays.
Yeah.
I was a huge fan. I always wanted to go on that show when I was a kid. You know, I was like, I fucked with
Just do
Poster
it.
Boy.
Stop talking to freestyling.
Yeah.
He said Jin.
You don't remember Jin?
I remember Jin signing
He signed with Rough Riders.
Come on, dude.
DMX just got out of jail. You remind me of DMX in some way.
Yeah.
Just not as like over there.
Father.
Yeah. Like I can imagine you singing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer to your kids and it sounds just like DMX.
You're DMX with a better outcome.
Better life choices. Made some better life choices along the way. We're glad you chose to stop by the show, dude.
You DMX. You DMX, but you took the rough out of your ride.
There you go. Thank you, Deontay, for stopping by. Enjoy the game on Sunday. Good luck in the big rematch, dude, and we hope to have you back on this show and back on Marty's podcast too, for sure.
To this day. Mostly football coming live from Atlanta. To this day. We're the best show on TV to this day. And nobody fucking with us to this day. Yeah.
Y'all tired now for more words of wisdom from Marty.
You better
straight
come
to
up
the
here
toilet.
and
I'm
laugh
mostly
for
football.
this day.
This is kind
To
of
this day.
We're in the future operating on the terms of the past. The game has changed, but the rules have stayed the same. We must reinvent the rules of this new game we're playing. Deep shit.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. Big, mostly football shout out to 15-year-old freshman Mahala Reeves, who broke the Florida record by bench pressing 355 pounds. That's about 300 pounds more than James can do, so cheers to you. That's an impressive feat. Go ahead and flex, Mahala. Time for the Marty Awards. All right, my Marty Award this week goes to somebody who I just saw at the Sundance Film Festival. It's Sasha Jenkins, a great documentary filmmaker. He did Fresh Dressed over the years, and now he's got Wu-Tang Clan of Mics and Men. It's a 4-part series that's going to be on Showtime. RZA was out there, Capadonna, to see all the Wu-Tang Clan at the Sundance Film Festival. It was a big moment for me, and shout out to Sasha. Did a wonderful job with the film, so he gets my Marty Award. Shout out to Bobby Digital out of Sundance. Who you got, Marty?
This week, my Marty Award goes to the underdog. And you know I love the underdog that no one's talking about, and that's Microsoft. The Microsoft Surface continues to be the best product on the market for creators and designers, and it's something that I love with the Imagination Agency Studios. And I make pretty much everything with it. I draw, sketch, I could do anything with it. It makes everything possible. Shout out to Microsoft.
Hey, shout out to Microsoft. I had no idea about any of that stuff. Maybe if you guys send me some stuff, maybe I'd know more about it and I'd give you a Marty Award. So please send me all the shit that Marty was talking about. But my Marty Award goes to Lemon Pepper Wet. Actually, Honey Lemon Pepper Wet if you're at Magic City. We'll get to that later. But if you're in Atlanta, you have to have Lemon Pepper Wet wings. It's like the official meal choice here. Will your blood pressure rise? Of course. Will it give you hypertension? Probably, but it tastes so good going into your body that you just have to get an order of 20. I'd say try a JR Crickets or any other of the 1,000 wing places out here.
Do they have the Von Miller Happy Chickens for sale there? I don't know.
Those chickens, they have a happy life.
It's happy until it's over.
Tell that chicken wings that there's greener pastures. Just holler
I
at
feel like
Von
you were
Miller.
happy with that assignment, though.
I love that. Either way, lemon pepper is really just a smaller part of the bigger story. Because while everyone else was tracking down athletes and all that media stuff, I went to where all the real action is in ATL. That's right, Magic City, baby. I asked some of the most famous dancers in the world the real tough, hard-hitting questions, and maybe even lotion some people up. Just kidding, just serious.
What's up, it's your boy James Davis. Mostly Football's here at Magic City, Atlanta's most historic strip club, and we're about to have some fun. I got my per diem, it's all in ones, and I'm about to make it rain.
My favorite go-to stripper move would be the Iron X. It's when I go upside down on the pole and I fully extend my body out and I can make myself rotate around the pole.
Put my leg behind my head. You gotta like give a little sample. It's like a snack pack, you know?
It's like the trailer to the movie.
Right. The clock.
The clock, everybody. What's the penalty for illegal touching in Magic City?
It's gonna be 50K. A slap in the face.
That's it? Tuh. Who would you rather give a dance to? Bill Belichick or Sean McVay?
Belichick like to cheat, so we're gonna go with the Rams because he ain't gonna cheat me out my goddamn funds.
Well played, well played.
Bill Belichick. The other guy, he looks a little rough, a little
aggressive.
brash. He looks like he might come in with alcohol on his breath already.
Can you give me your version of an end zone dance? Hey, stay in your life. Hey, okay.
And then, hit the footwork, touchdown.
And for that dance, you might even get a ring. Who's gonna win the Super Bowl?
The Rams.
The LA Rams.
The Rams, for sure.
For sure?
For sure.
You heard it here first.
Oh, wow. The Davis household very proud today.
Yes.
Very proud. There it is.
Hey, baby.
Were you tipping?
Was I tipping?
Tough, dude.
I plead the fifth.
I don't know about your visit because you did the one thing, you didn't do the one thing I wanted to see, and that was to make it rain.
Yeah, I don't make it rain anymore because it's expensive.
His special was on Comedy Central.
Yes.
It was on Comedy Central. Yeah.
Right.
Well, in next week's adventure with Marty, I get to go to the recording studio and lay down a track with the only one, the King, the Dream. And it was some really cool shit, and I had bars for days. Thank you.
Tokyo, drifting through your city, counting 50s, fuck a Uber. I maneuver like Manab in the lab, burning rubber, smoking gas, moving fast to the bag. No more noodles, girl, this thing gumbo crap.
How you did it was awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, it was great. That was it.
Dream out here looking like the Monopoly man.
Yeah, I write my own raps.
He had a little bounce going.
We could tell. All right, time to put our personal allegiances aside and make some Super Bowl predictions. Marty, who do you think is going to win number 53 on Sunday?
I predict that James is going to go back to Magic City and have a Super Bowl of his own.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. With my sweatshirt on.
He's going to do a little quarterbacking, a little passing, and someone else will have to be on the
There'll be a lot of illegal use of the hands. I'll be all up in the neutral zone.
A lot of false start.
Definitely going to be false start. So many false starts. Right the whistle.
Encroachment.
All right, so James is going to go back to Magic City. Yes, we get it. All right, who's winning the game?
Patriots. I think there's going to be a surgical assassination of the defense. And the way things are happening, I think there's going to be a lot for them to take in and a lot of different looks. And I think it's going to get a little flustered when things don't go the right way for Los Angeles. They've been in a lot of close games coming into this, and I think they've got their last little bit of help from the football guys.
How you feeling, James? Prediction, put it on wax.
Oh, my gosh.
Put it on wax.
The Patriots are going to win, and it hurts my heart because if Disney ran the world, the Rams would win. That's the story I want to see. But the Patriots, they're a juggernaut. If it was a Disney movie, the Rams would win.
Yes.
But in real life, the Patriots are going to win.
Yes.
And it sucks because I wanted a parade.
I know, being a diehard LA Rams fan, you might think that my Super Bowl prediction would be blinded by my allegiance to the team, but I'm not going to allow that to affect my prediction. The Rams are going to kick the shit out of the Patriots. They're going to win 31-17. I can't wait to see for the parade down the 405. Rams all day. I got the Rams winning big.
Bobby Boucher's girlfriend now? 31-17. That's a great prediction.
That's going to be a dangerous parade on the 405.
Madden EA Sports ran a simulation of the Super Bowl, and the Rams actually won that as well, 30-27. Keep in mind, however, Madden simulated last year's game and had the Patriots beating the Eagles, so I don't know who's going to win. Time for our Magic City Dancer pick of the week right here on Mostly Football.
All right, further proof that we humans are not always our best selves. Caddy Mike Burrows got penalized for standing too close to play during the Dubai Classic, a golf tournament, which cost his golfer Hao Tong Lee his third-place finish and 98 grand. Exhibit 2 of people doing dumb shit. Marty's other best friend, Jason Witten, who broke the Pro Bowl record trophy when he was handing it to MVPs Jamal Adams and Patrick Mahomes. Come on, fellas, you're better than that.
Got it? There we go.
But today's winner, Stevie Colbert, who straight up jacked our how many fuck shit in an interview with Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Here it is.
On a scale of 0 to some, how many do you give?
I think it's 0.
Yes, and tonight's parting gift is a show of love. Two British neighbors, obviously fine gentlemen, and having a cordial disagreement as they try to pound each other with planks of wood. It's pretty evenly contested. I hope the Patriots and the Rams put up a fight as strong as these two blokes.
Just want to set the record straight. That's not how we all kind of solve our problems.
That's not a white thing.
That's
a them
just
thing.
want you to know, yeah. All right.
British white and American white is different.
Great show from Atlanta, you guys. Super Bowl, huh?
I
shout
like
out to Marty, shout out to James, shout out to our entire Mostly Football crew. You can catch us every single Thursday at 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific on Yahoo Sports and Complex. And make sure to watch the Yahoo Sports pregame Super Bowl show at 4:30 Eastern. We'll be a part of that one, too. Any final thoughts before we leave Atlanta? We got some parties to go to. What are you guys up to? Magic City, yeah.
Till this day.
We're going to find James.
To this day.
James is at Magic City. One last time. Go Rams. Peace out. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Go Pats.
Enjoy the Super Bowl on Sunday.
Go Rams.
Yeah. Hey, Mom. I hope you're proud of me.
Complex Networks.